There comes a moment in life, not a loud one, not marked by a big event, but a quiet, almost unnoticeable moment, where you realize you've changed. It's not something someone points out, it's not even something you're actively aware of. It just hits you like a gentle wave. One day you respond differently. You pause before reacting. You smile when you would have gotten angry. You choose silence when once you needed to speak. And in that moment, it's clear. You're not who you used to be. Growth isn't this grand, dramatic transformation. It's not some switch you flip overnight. It's subtle, unassuming. Like the way a tree grows, so slowly you almost don't notice until one day it towers over you. That's what aging is. Not just getting older, but evolving. You start seeing things differently. What once felt urgent now feels small. What used to upset you now rolls off your back. And the things you used to chase, status, approval, attention, they just don't shine like they used to. You begin to understand the power of being present, the magic of a slow morning, of warm coffee in your favorite mug, of a genuine "how are you?" that doesn't expect a quick answer. And slowly, without realizing it, you shift. You start measuring success differently. It's not in titles or paychecks. It's in how peaceful you feel when you're alone, how kind you are when no one's watching, how soft your heart stays even after it's been broken. You start to learn that not every door that closes is a loss. Some are just redirections. Some are protection. Some are quiet answers to prayers you forgot you whispered. You begin to thank the people who left, the failures that humbled you, the detours that saved you, because now you see the pattern, the way everything somehow led you here, to this version of you, a little bruised maybe, but wiser, softer, realer. You realize that real connection isn't loud. It's not constant texting or big declarations. It's knowing who would show up for you without being asked. It's those unspoken bonds. The people who feel like home, even after time and distance. You stop performing. You stop explaining. You stop shrinking to fit into boxes that were never meant for you. You let yourself be fully seen, flaws, quirks, contradictions, and all. And in that vulnerability, you find strength, because pretending is exhausting. But authenticity, that's freedom. You look back on the younger version of you, the one who tried so hard to be liked, to be perfect, to be enough. And instead of cringing, you smile, because they were doing the best they could, with what they knew, with what they had. You don't judge them. You thank them. They got you here. There's peace in knowing you no longer need to prove anything to anyone, not even to yourself. You understand now that not everyone will understand you, not everyone will stay, and not everything will go the way you planned. But that doesn't make it any less beautiful, because life isn't supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be yours, messy, unpredictable, deeply human. You start paying more attention, not to the noise, but to the moments in between. The silence of early mornings, the way someone's eyes light up when they talk about something they love, the kindness of a stranger, the feeling of exhaling after holding it in for too long. These become the things you treasure. Not the stuff, not the followers, not the likes, but the life, the real life, the one that's happening now. You learn that joy isn't something you find at the end of a journey. It's sprinkled along the way, in the tiny wins, in the quiet moments, in the simple act of showing up again and again, even when you're tired, even when it's hard, even when you're unsure of the road ahead. You start understanding that peace isn't found in the absence of problems. It's in your ability to breathe through them, to carry the weight without letting it consume you, to bend but not break. You find yourself being softer with others and with yourself, forgiving more quickly, letting go a little easier, loving without conditions, because you've realized that life is short, but it's also wide. And the more room you make in your heart, the more life you can hold. You start to cherish the pauses, the in-betweens, the spaces that don't beg to be filled, because in those moments you find the truest parts of yourself, the ones that aren't performing, aren't striving, aren't comparing, just being, just existing, just you. You stop running from the quiet. You stop needing every second to be productive. You start believing that rest is part of growth. That stillness is not laziness. That reflection is not wasting time. You begin to find wisdom in the pauses. And in that stillness, a voice inside you becomes louder. Not the critical one, not the anxious one, but the true one. The one that whispers love when you're being too harsh. The one that says, keep going, even when you're unsure why. You realize life is a collection of seasons. Some are loud and wild and messy. Others are quiet and thoughtful. Some feel like blooming. Others feel like breaking. But all are necessary. All bring something. You stop waiting for life to begin and realize it already has. And it's been happening in all the ordinary moments you once overlooked. You begin to honor your own story, not just the highlights, but the hard parts, the transitions, the lonely nights, the versions of you no one clapped for. You learn that being proud of yourself doesn't require external validation. It just takes one small whisper. You did your best. And sometimes that's more than enough. So here's the truth. You will change. Over and over again, you'll lose some things you thought you needed. You'll outgrow versions of yourself. You'll walk away from paths that once made sense. But with every step, you're becoming someone new. Someone who's lived, someone who's learned. Someone who's learning to love the person they're becoming. And that is the quiet miracle of growing older.